Welcome everyone to the 7th, yeah, I'm actually committing to this, 7th exhibition of stupid people. And to start, I'm going with the uber ad-friendly Alinity. Now we all remember Alinity, right? Yes, she's so renowned for being so good with her animals. Like, totes. There are channels on Twitch that have been shut down for dancing on camera, which made no sense to me, but turns out it's true. Alinity has harmed her pets on camera, being quite violent and abusive, and not once. No. The thought streamers seem to be given a bit of a pass, and she's done something again with her pet. Now for the sake of it, I'm playing it as I'm talking. The audio has to go because of the music she plays during her stream. It should be noted, based on subsequent action of the dog dry humping her while she was laying down, one can safely assume her dog was in season. Or, and I'm just putting this out there as a maybe she is really a dog person. Is Alinity's name Whitney by chance? I think we all knew I was going there, so I thought I'd throw it in early. Alinity shouldn't be allowed near animals. Part of me had wondered if perhaps she had smeared, while doing her stretches, some, what are dogs like? Can't be mackerel. Perhaps there was a bone there, and he really, really wanted it. In truth, one of the only reasons I'm putting Alinity here is because I don't understand how she's still on Twitch, or how she's still allowed anywhere near animals. But also I could put some of those that got incredibly offended by what happened. It's very odd, when I work out in the house here, I have actually been attacked by the dogs, although they don't generally go for that region. If you use a ab roller, and you stretch yourself out across the floor like I have, the dogs will then think, Meg's arms, let's get on those, and just wind him up. It's not like I'm trying to focus. However, in the context of Alinity, she really shouldn't be on Twitch. I'm guessing she's one of the few that still makes them a lot of money, since a number of them have left and gone to Mixer. For the next story, I'm going to have to change what I'm wearing temporarily. You see, we need to talk about something absolutely horrific. One of the worst crimes we've ever come across in this entire channel's existence of 4.5 years. Right. So in Canada, Bella Kosian, if I've mispronounced your name, I'm not sorry for what you've done, is super duper serial. She was arrested. She was arrested at the Montmorency Montreal metro station in Laval, Quebec. Now this was back in 2009, because an officer stopped her for doing something you should never do on an escalator. I don't mean hang on the side. I don't mean run up the wrong side. No, this is far more serious than something TGF or the Chuckle Brothers do. No, she wasn't holding the handrail because she was too busy looking through her purse. Let's not forget, 2009 was hardly a high point for tech at the time, so it wasn't like she was looking through it for her phone to look at Twitter. No, she was refusing to hold it because there was a caution sign that said, "Hold handrail," which was located near the escalator. Now when the officer told her, she didn't do it. And then when she got to the bottom, the officer asked her to follow him, and she refused, because she didn't believe at the time she was doing anything wrong. I beg to differ. That caution sign is there for her protection. She was subsequently detained, and when released, given a $100 ticket for disobeying the sign, and a $320 fine for obstructing an inspection worker. Now, of these charges, these infractions, in 2012, she was acquitted, and decided to, and I would say now rightly, obviously I'm messing about, to sue Montreal's Transit Authority for 45,000 Canadian dollars, so about 1 million Zimbabwean dollars, so about 20 pence? Oh no, the pound's pretty weak at the moment. It might be at least 35 pence. Now, the court originally rejected it in 2015 and in 2017 because the courts of appeal said that she was the author of her own misfortune. But the Supreme Court has unanimously disagreed and said that the sign in the station that said to hold onto the handrail was a warning and not a law, which they are quite right. I rarely see anyone hold escalators handle. They're just, why? You either go up them, you go down them, you're on your phone, you're holding onto a bag. I'll be honest, the only time someone ever holds onto it is when the escalator suddenly stops. The Supreme Court is right. I don't tend to agree with the damages of 20,000, but oh well. Although the article says $20 G, is that game credit? Game credit? Maybe. Back to regular content, everyone. Let's find some more stupid things to point at. Next, I would like to talk about Ollie de Planta de Wildenberg. Who is Ollie de Planta de Wildenberg, you might ask? Well, he was an employee working in the administrative department for Newcastle University, who got told off and fired for calling a fellow employee well, this has been perceived offensive racial language, a hash brown. Now, he denies addressing that he sent the term deliberately, insisting the name of his female co-worker had autocorrected to hash brown on Outlook. As the name of the co-worker hasn't been given out, I can't be sure. But part of me does want to try and work out what it was before hash brown came up. Now, he was shown the door later the day after the university bosses were unable to replicate the mistake, meaning they had tried to get hash brown and failed to get hash brown. Quite a shame, really. Hash browns are delicious, and I'm sure this person was too. I'm joking. I have no idea. Now, he has said that he had not met or spoken to this person before, so he had no reason to call her by that name, meaning to him it was a complete accident. It was an informal meeting and he was laughing about it. He just told me to be more careful in the future, his boss that is, and he believed it was the end of it. Adding that hash brown is not a racist term, it is a breakfast item, and that it is a bit weird to call someone that intentionally. To class it as gross misconduct is unbelievable, and he didn't realise just how serious they were taking it. The sanction bears no resemblance to what happened, and he strenuously denies that this message has been sent deliberately and that it is a typing error. There is nothing to suggest this is racist. Now, before the incident happened, Mr. de Planta de Wildenberg worked as an agency worker for them for 5 months before being taken on as a full-time member of staff, meaning he had earned the job only to lose it the same day by accident. Oh dear, oh dear. Now, since the appeal, the university has decided to uphold the original decision, even though the co-worker made light out of the incident as well. Nice. Taking offence on behalf of the employee who didn't themselves care. Okay. It should be noted, since this happened, Mr. de Planta de Wildenberg has kind of been put in a position where he's now just doing odd jobs, working as a kitchen porter, waiter and barman, because what could have once been an opportunity at a decent career has been taken away from him by others that have taken offence on behalf of someone that didn't. Congratulations, Newcastle University. You're up there with UEA. Congrats. Moving on to the final story. There is a trend, and I air quote the word trend very, very loosely, because I cannot confirm this is anything more than a fad of a few people, not truly representative of the masses at all, but garnered just enough attention that many think it is a trend. So we've all heard about those dreaded tan lines. Many people get them around the neck of their t-shirt, some on the sleeves, some on their trouser legs, because they've rolled them up and burnt their shins. Others in swimsuits. Many use tanning booths as a means to reduce that, or they embrace them fully because apparently it is quite fashionable to be two-tone. Well, now there is a way around getting rid of that for those unfortunate guys afflicted with a certain tan line they wish would just go, but also to give that part of the body a much needed dose of UV light. I'm of course referring to perineum sunning. What is it, you might ask? I hope the picture on the screen helps, because I really can't be bothered to describe it in any form of detail. Literally soaking up rays of sunshine where the sun usually doesn't shine. Unless you're Bono, of course. He is the exception that proves the rule. This apparently trendy thing has been gripping the wellness diehards by tanning their cans or perineum sunning. In a mere 30 seconds of sunlight on your perineum, you receive more energy from this electric node than you would in an entire day being outside with your clothes on, says an influencer who goes by Ra of Earth in a somewhat viral video, not viral in the slightest, that has racked up about 35,000 views at time the article I'm referencing was published. Now he gestures towards the sun as 3 naked men lay down, pointing their perineums to the sky and making sounds of pleasure. Based on the sun and maybe the heat, you sure it's pleasure and not them going, ooh, ooh, ow, ooh, burning. I smell burning. Okay. I'll be brutally honest with you, this isn't one of the weirdest ones I've heard. There was a health addict in California who claimed that chugging through your butt vitamin D helps sleep better and regulate hormones. Now, of course, as many know, you can take injections in your bottom because it gets into the system faster. So there is some validity to it. But when she said it was butt chugging, I just lost it. I will, for the benefit of those who are interested, link Ra's Instagram post so you can appreciate the audio quality of this tanning sensation. Oh dear. I should say now, for those who are saying it is some kind of viral trend, it's really not. It is a small number of an even smaller number. But it is amusing that some people think this has benefits. Gotta get them chakras right though, huh? Oh well. As with the previous ones, I'm very interested to know which one you think is by far the stupidest, so please do let me know in the comments below. As a final thing, there's a new video on the Moistonia Live channel covering the UKIP manifesto, and I will be streaming on Omegon Plays at 9 PM GMT. Link to that as well as the Moistonia Live video down below. So I hope you'll have a fantastic Tuesday, and thank you all for listening.